one, action. Okay, Leon is here. And how y'all doing tonight? I'm doing awesome. I hope you are too. And I know it's been a while. Last time I did a video, I was in a lot of pain, could barely talk. Dentist helped me out. Now I could talk again. But it's been a really hectic summer. It's been family mostly all summer. You know, family funerals, family reunions, family anniversaries, and and when I first started going out with Tammy, I was kind of freaked out, because I come from a very small family. We kind of kept ourselves. We didn't do like family reunions, none of that stuff. And Tammy's family is a huge family, and who've all accepted me and loved me like I belong. And but sometimes I do keep them wondering. Uh, and and the other reason is I was lost. I wasn't sure what my message was going to be. If there was a message that I needed to put out there, was there a message that would help people? Is there a message that would just make people laugh? I didn't know what my message was going to be. And so I struggled for most of the summer. But being around family, so much being around family, I think I got a track, because family is really important to me. And which brings me to a story. you know, I'm not supposed to say it brings me to a story. But anyhow, Tammy and I were talking about this the other day. And we talk about it, at least 2-3 times a year because it just cracks us up. But on January 27th of 1984, and Tammy's water broke with our oldest son. And so I took her to the hospital. Now, the other thing behind this is that it was also my golden birthday, because my birthday was on the 30th and I was turning 30. We'd been planning this huge party for like 2 weeks, not knowing when the baby was going to come. He wasn't supposed to be here till like the middle of February. And so her water broke. I took her to the hospital, and got her all checked into her room. The doctor checked her all out. Nurses were all flirting around and everything. And they said, Leon, go have a seat in the waiting room. And so that's where I went. About a half hour later, they come in, well, nothing's really happening. Tammy's asleep. Why don't you go home and get some sleep yourself? And I'm like, yeah, right. I'm gonna go home. My wife's in labor, my first son, my first child, and I'm gonna sleep. Yeah. So, well, anyhow, I go home. And I'm sitting there watching TV, I don't know, about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. All of a sudden, there's a knock on my door. So I answer the door. There's my best buddy, Johnny. And he's standing there, 6-pack of Bud, bottle of Jack in the other hand. And I'm like, so how'd you know I was home? Why'd you come over? So, well, I was at the hospital. And I went up to visit your wife, and they came back and told me that you weren't there. So he said I stopped, picked a couple buddies up, and came over. Thought we'd have a little party with Jack and Bud. So we started. We had I admit I had a few shots, and we had Budweiser. I didn't get really drunk or nothing that night, and I'm like, so how you went to the hospital? He says, yeah, I went to the hospital. They wouldn't let me up to see her. I started laughing. Next day and I'm talking with Tammy about it. I says, yeah, Johnny showed up. Yeah, she was at the hospital. Nurses came up and asked me if you had a brother. And I told them, no, you didn't have a brother. And they said, no, we didn't think so. And what makes it so funny is that my friend Johnny is a black person, and one of my best friends, and and that's what makes it so funny, because he he's so strongly attached to us that Tammy is part of his family too. And this is what I'm going to be blogging about. This is what I'm going to be writing about and videoing about, is family, different kinds of family. And if you want to read more about what I'm going to be blogging and writing about, you need to go to tammyleon.info and read the blog I got out now. Have yourselves a great day. Talk to you soon.